Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this broadcast. Thank you so much for your continued support in this channel. Back to our political discussion. The first question which I wanted to ask you: how many votes did William Ruto get in Mount Kenya? As per now, he must prepare for the millions of votes walking away from him. Actually, Mount Kenyan have gone, and that is the reality. After he had fired Justin Muturi, now new political challenges are emerging. Allow me to begin by first Senator Medhu. Senator Medhu, from his page, is saying, how do you reward an incompetent staff by promoting him to a bigger office? Mr. President, stop taking Kenyans for a ride. Last night, you said Justin Muturi was incompetent, but instead of firing him, you promoted him to a higher office. It's quite clear that your administration is incapable of taking criticism and has now resulted to mallening leaders who speak the truth. They say before the hyenas eat their young ones, they first accuse them of smelling like a sheep. Senator Medhu saying, according to Justin Muturi, he's saying, I was an incompetent Attorney General. Why did he appoint me CS? Between me and him, who do Kenyans feel is incompetent? I won't relent in calling for justice and a call to an end abductions. The mountain is wailing and it will show its true colors. Underline, the mountain is wailing and it will show its true colors. Now, Mount Kenya's residents have decided to give William Ruto a budget on his visitation. And here are the things they are now demanding William Ruto to prepare himself with based on his visitation. Very interesting. It is well exposed by this man, Abdi Noor, is saying, the Gen Zs in Mount Kenya have released a new price list regarding the president's trip to the region. Number 1, attendance 1,000. Number 2, clapping 1,500. Number 3, laughing 500. Number 4, ululating 2,000. 5, waving hands 700. So the team preparing the visit can now adjust their budget accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not easy for the current head of state. He is really going to face a lot of political challenges. Allow me to dig deep into this. But before I carry on, I want to take this golden chance to remind you that if you are watching me for the first time, having interest to proceed with this kind of political discussion, take a 1 second and click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like my videos, watch, share, and give us your opinion. Let's proceed. I want to be very much brief. You see, Ruto did a mistake, and I will still keep on repeating the mistake which he did by impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. That was a very big mistake. And the falling of a man is well seen when you have started seeing how things are happening in his administration. And up to now, how many times has President Ruto reshuffled the cabinet? That is the big question which we must ask ourselves. And now, Mount Kenya's residents were not expecting all this political betrayal. And if he had decided to work with Mount Kenya's people, then he could have retained his position. And I am very much confident from where I sit down that even Ruto, if he's going to make it 2027, he will sweat, he will really try. But I doubt, because if Justin Muturi support Rigathi Gachagua, Rigathi gets support from other Mount Kenya's leaders, of course they are, Kanga Aachi Manyoya, then Kithure Kindiki is going to be isolated, the same way William Ruto. Remember, these are the people who even disobeyed Uhuru Kenyatta. So how are you going to convince them? That is the first thing which Ruto should think of. They disobeyed Uhuru Kenyatta when Uhuru Kenyatta convinced them, please support my friend Raila Odinga. They supported William Ruto fully. Now take that all large numbers of votes and someone come from Mount Kenya as a presidential candidate, or even Matiang'i, get those votes, add Guziland votes, add other parts of the country votes, then 3 million votes that way, give to Matiang'i. Do you think William Ruto is going to be safe? As you compare with the Rift Valley votes, I know some parts of Kenya will say, what about if it is Kalonzo Musyoka, then Matiang'i became the deputy president, It still can work. And now, you've seen the reaction from Mount Kenya's leaders. They are demanding and saying, you call our son incompetent, you fired him, and now you are showing us how rude you are. So Ruto have no peace in the mountain. Rigathi Gachagua is silent, but is working behind the door. That is a new twist you have done. Rigathi is silent and is really preparing the ground. I am telling you for free. So, the blunder which Ruto did is to fire most Mount Kenyans' preferable leaders. In fact, he touches their heart. And I'm telling you that the votes in Mount Kenya have gone that way. What about leaders? Most leaders in the mountain will run away from William Ruto. And the only person who might remain, of which I doubt, is Kimani Ichung'wah. I was even forgetting Ndindi Nyoro had been fired. So he must prepare for serious political wrangles in the mountain. Because these people are very dangerous people when it's come to the voting. They even abandon Uhuru Kenyatta. So Ruto spared himself. He spared himself, and it will be difficult for him to remove that spear. That is the reality. And that is the message which the mountain are having for him. So they are just there for leisure, Ruto's visitation. But in real sense, they are going to give their votes to another person, not William Samoei Ruto. That is the fact, ladies and gentlemen. What are your take? Kindly drop your opinion at the comment section below. I rest my case at this point, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye.